Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to our 7th episode of NAMI Coffee Talks, a podcast designed to resemble a tight-knit discussion about mental health while sharing a cup of coffee. I'm your host, Helen Hu, and today I'll be interviewing Kyle Galimba, walk manager at NAMI Santa Clara County, who will tell us more about NAMIWalks Silicon Valley, an annual 5K that is coming up in only 38 days. So without further ado, hi, Kyle. I am so happy to have you here.
Hi, Helen. Thank you for having me. This is really cool. I really like the format of this. Like I was saying before this, I was like, no one told me about a dress code, so I'm gonna get
Right.
cozy. I just got this weighted anti-anxiety blanket, and I'm kind of in love with
Oh,
it. Yeah. It's got bamboo
wow.
in
Where
it,
did
so
you
it's,
get
it's
it?
cooling. It was on Amazon.
Oh, on Amazon. Okay, maybe I should show up with that next time.
I highly recommend. I slept like a baby last night.
All right. So first of all, let's get into it. Could you tell us a little bit more about what you do both in and outside of NAMI?
Let's go inside NAMI first. So I am the assistant events and fundraising manager for NAMI Santa Clara County,
Mm-hmm.
or the assistant walks manager, as we'll say, like in uh, in NAMI. That's what we've been
Right,
calling it.
right. Mm-hmm.
And I have been. It's much like any events, what you would think would go into events, getting the entertainment done, reaching out to sponsors, working on the social media and all the communications, like the emails and everything like that. Especially right now, our big thing is sponsorship and getting these team captains involved. It's been a very different year as we're going through virtual, as everyone
Right, of
knows.
course. Mm-hmm.
But it's our big thing is communication and communicating that NAMI Walks is still going on,
Yeah.
and we are doing everything we can to make it cool and cooler from
Mhm.
on the virtual stage.
All
Uh,
right. I love that.
for sure. Well, okay. Outside of NAMI,
Outside.
I'm still doing events. I am in a arts and entertainment group, and we do events around the area. We've done a lot of virtual.
Mm-hmm.
And before I got the job, that was our big thing. We did about through up until April, and so what is that? February to April, we did about 19 shows, all
Oh, wow.
virtual.
Okay.
Anywhere from comedy to music, comedy, music, DJs. Um, we did fashion shows. We did the whole thing. We did a couple fundraisers too.
Wow. Okay.
Some of them were for mental health as well. So that was really fun.
Okay.
I do have a background in entertainment
Mhm.
and or performing arts rather. That's my side gig. I do stand up, but
I
I
see.
used to do music and stuff. In my I remember in my interviews, one of my interviewers dug up some of my old videos, and I was like, "Oh no, that's like high school
Wow.
Kyle singing." Nah, I went right after the interview. I went and put everything on private. I was like, "Oh, I
Oh
should
my
do this earlier."
God.
It wasn't bad. It made me blush.
Oh, well, I think it could be useful to be as a spokesperson for the NAMI walks. I'm sure all of those skills are definitely needed. So
And
you
it's
did,
it's fun. Yeah, it's
yeah.
fun. And if it's anything I've learned from this job, um it's this job is really letting me utilize all those skills that I've picked
Mhm.
up both professionally, academically, and passionately, I guess, like
Right.
hobbyly. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I think you also mentioned that you did some shows related to mental health.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit more about that because NAMI is ultimately a nonprofit for mental health. Could you explain a little bit more about why you're so passionate about mental health advocacy and mental health in general?
That was an amazing transition.
Thank you.
um, what can I say about mental health advocacy? Um, okay, shameless plug. I was working on my on our Signs of Hope, which you could download on our page, our Signs of
Right.
Hope,
Hmm.
where you say like, "Oh, I hope," da da da. And I
Hmm.
was working on the one that says, "I walk because," fill in the blank.
Yeah.
And for me, I was sitting with the sign for a while, and I walk because I've had anxiety for I don't know how long, but I only found out fairly recently. I didn't know much about my resources. I didn't know where to start even. It's kind of like filling out your college apps. Like, where do I start with that? Where do I get
Right, right.
funding for that? Who do I ask? And let's follow that metaphor a little bit. So it's finding your counselor should be as easy as going to your school counselor. Like, hey, what classes should I take? Hey, where should I go for um, what kind of therapist would be great for me? Like, I didn't even know you could pick um, a male or female. Personally, I prefer a female therapist just because I open up more. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that. And why I want to advocate for it is because knowing that I didn't know I had those resources readily available, like school therapy was some of the best I've ever had. Not knowing that and knowing how many people in my immediate circle that could have used it,
Right.
and that's really something. I feel like everyone has a story that they can tell, and everyone has another story that they can't tell as upfront, or it's going to take a couple layers to unravel before they can. And just bringing that unbiased, no stigma environment would be really good. Yeah.
For sure. So yeah, I really liked your whole analogy between school and I guess mental health in general. The same type of education, the same type of significance that we place on school should also be held with mental
Right.
health, right?
Right. And when I started here, what I really want to do is expand our audience. Because like we're saying, like a lot of kids right now, they don't know what kind of
Yeah, exactly.
resources they can get. And especially now we have all these different types of tensions, medical, economic, racial tension, and there are groups and communities that we as mental health advocates need to reach out to, and that's what I want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So definitely spreading awareness and
Right.
embracing the diversity that we have here in our county.
For
And
sure.
so the NAMI Walks is a big event where so many communities come together, right?
Mhm.
How are you reaching out to these different communities in relation to the NAMI Walks event specifically?
I'm trying to diversify our social media. That's another thing. Get multilingual posts,
Right.
which are I've been able to find more Spanish speaking posts on Instagram. You've been helping with social media, So I've been trying to find more Spanish speaking. But I was looking up demographics. We have a large excuse me if this isn't the right language, Hindu speaking community. We have a Japanese, Korean, Tagalog. Um, I'm sure there's more, but we have very big pockets in our community that we may not be reaching simply because we can't communicate through their medium or through their language, and that's a big thing. We're able to what's the word? We were able to translate our signs of hope into Spanish, which is really cool. I feel like that was a really big win,
Yeah.
and finding positive affirmations and positive mental health related posts on Instagram to repost. That's another thing that I wanted to find our big. I wanted to reach into the Vietnamese community too, find some more things in the Vietnamese language, and finding those posts were a little bit more difficult. So if you're watching this, if you see something on Instagram that's positive and it's in another language, please DM NAMI Santa Clara County. I'm plugging things again. That would be really cool. That's another thing I like about social media is just like, hey, I think this is cool. I'm gonna send it to NAMI. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go straight to you and me, and then we'll discuss it, and hopefully we can get it uh, on the page. And that's another form of a story that people want to tell.
Yeah, for sure. And just for all of our listeners, NAMI has Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And I will put all of the descriptions down below so you guys can
Cool.
go check that out. So let's talk a little bit more about NAMI Walks now. What is the current progress on the event, and what kind of changes have you seen just within this past summer?
Within within this past summer, just
Right, because
everyone going virtual. Oh, sorry, you were saying?
I was just going to say, in our very first podcast, I did it with Ravina, and we talked a little bit about NAMIWalks. But back then, we weren't even sure at all if there would be a 5K
Right.
this year, and so I want to kind of make a progress update. So now it definitely is happening, but could you tell us a little bit more?
Yes, definitely is happening. 38 days out, like you said. Um, there are, let me say that we aren't the first wave of virtual events. A lot of our other affiliates, I think about 30 other affiliates did their walk virtual in the spring,
Mm-hmm.
and they definitely took the first punch for us there, and we're learning a lot from them. And I feel like just trading notes was really cool, and we raised we just broke 90,000 this week for fundraising, which
Oh,
is really cool.
wow.
Which
Yeah.
is really cool. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're trying to get 270
I see.
thousand by the end of this year. That's another thing I want to say, that a lot of people think fundraising ends at October 10th. We actually have 2 months after that to keep fundraising. So all your teams, all your sponsors, you can keep uh, getting involved and donating as you please.
Mm.
Um, as for teams, I believe we're at 130 to 130, 150 participants. And teams, I think we're at 30-ish. And we're doing a bunch of incentive prizes. We've been giving away $25 Amazon gift cards
Mm.
with our logo on it, which is really cool. I
Oh,
didn't know you could do that
wow.
on Amazon. That's really
Okay.
cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we're giving those out once a week until the walk starts. And you can see that in our social media. It'll be like on Friday, from Friday to Sunday, register now and you'll be entered in this raffle. You could win this. And I've been doing weekly what's the word, weekly I'll be doing weekly Q&A sessions on Facebook live stream,
Mm-hmm.
where I'll answer any questions that you have about NAMI and everything like that, or NAMI and what is a virtual walk, how to fundraise virtually, what prizes can we win
Mm-hmm.
as fundraisers. I'll be doing that weekly, and at the end of those live streams, I'll announce who wins the raffle.
I see.
And what else? As far as progress going, I feel like progress goes back into our form of communication.
Mm.
We've expanded our different mediums, going live stream, or not just going with the social media blank two-dimensional posts like, hey,
Yeah.
come to this, here's the flyer.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be doing live streams, and we're just trying to find different ways of engagement.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
And I think one campaign, I guess, that you guys had related to the teams was also pet teams. Do you want to talk more about that?
Oh
Kind of
yeah.
new thing.
Yeah. So pet teams are the same way you would sign up as a team captain. Let's say I'm Kyle, I'm team captain of the NAMI Piedmont Road team. All right,
All right. Yeah.
let's say that. The
Mm-hmm.
same way I would do that, except if I have a rabbit, if I made Morello the rabbit a team captain, and then we'll get other people to join her team,
Mm.
Piedmont Bunny team, let's say. Yeah. So if Morello the rabbit made the Piedmont Bunny team, you would register and join that team. You would sign up your pet, or your pet as a walker, and then you'll join said team. We have a dog team. It's called the Doodle team. We have a cat team called Kitty Cat. Morello is currently in the Kitty Cat team. We'll be working on a team for them later. Yeah.
All right. So what is Morella doing as a walker for the team? Or let's give a human example. So for example, if I wanted to join a team, what specifically do I have to do after signing up? Is there anything that I have to do to support the team?
For sure. So we, or personally me, I encourage Facebook fundraisers. Facebook fundraisers are great. It all links to your Facebook fundraiser will link to your profile with NAMIWalks, and you can keep track of your fundraiser, everything like that. It's easy to share to all your contacts, all your friends. As far as activities go, we as a as a team captain, let's say if I were to be like, hey guys, every day this week, let's walk like 3,000, 3,500 steps, and then we'll just keep on each other. Like, hey, did you walk today? Hey, did you walk today? Oh, you didn't walk. Like, you get a little
I see.
competition going.
Mhm.
And there's other activities that I've seen that I really like. Have you heard of Netflix Party?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so
Right.
for like anyone that's
You watch
not everyone
together.
anyone that doesn't know, Netflix Party, it's an application or an extension rather that you could get on Google Chrome, and basically one person will start a Netflix show movie, and they'll send the link out to all their friends, and then you could watch it together. And if one person pauses, it pauses it for everyone. If one person like it's there's no like what time did you guys stop again? Let's resync the
Uh,
video. Like, oh, I'm a little ahead of you. Can you go back? So it steps past all that. So let's say we're at a Netflix party together, and the example that we have is anytime that a person or a character in the movie says the word walk, we put a dollar into the pool. So let's say they say walk 20 times in the movie, and we have like 5 people. That's 100 people, I think, right? Yeah,
yeah.
5 people, $20 each. Yeah, that's $100 that you spend that you raised in the span of a movie, which is really cool. It was really fun.
Mhm.
Another thing people are doing is they're teaching some exercise courses. They'll charge like, hey, if you want to join my exercise course on Zoom, it'll be like $5, $10, then I'll give you the Zoom
Aw.
link and we'll do it that way.
Mhm.
It is a little difficult now that we're going virtual. We're not meeting in one place, but it also expanded all of our possibilities because, I mean, sky's the limit at
Mhm.
this point. We could do really
Yeah.
whatever kind of fundraiser you want. I haven't told our coworkers about this, but I made NAMI gear or like NAMI shirts on Animal
Oh.
Crossing. So
Oh, on Animal
yeah, so
Crossing.
I'm trying to figure out how to publicize that. But
Mhm.
if you're interested, leave a comment. There you go. Yeah, like, comment, share.
For sure. Yeah. And if you guys have any creative fundraising ideas that you guys are doing, you could probably comment on one of our social media posts and let us
For
know.
sure. Yeah,
And
we had someone, I think they were in Central US, one of our affiliates, where she was just like, oh, if I raise $100 by the end of the week, I will let someone throw a pie at my face. And the next week it was $200, and the next week it was
oh.
$300 for 2 pies in the face. Like it was funny. Like people are getting really active and creative with
Mhm.
that. So it's
So
fun.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Maybe we should do that for you, Kyle. Would you like to volunteer?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, let's do it. Easily.
Plenty of pies. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So I think speaking of creativity, it's kind of theme. We also have the sneaker
Yes.
designing competition. Do you want to talk a little bit about that as well?
For sure. So we have uh, a program, a contest. I'll say a contest called In My Shoes. And what we'll do is we'll give you a shoe to decorate. And we'll give you a shoe to decorate. You bring it back. I've been telling people to bring it back by the last day of September or the 1st of October. And we'll present that at the walk. And if you look at our picnic video, there's another plug, our August 9 picnic video, or on our YouTube, it's also on there.
Mhm.
You'll see all of our shoes from 2019, and people got really creative. Um, some were they had a whole like platform. Like, do you remember in school when you had to make those what's the word, the missions out of styrofoam and stuff? That school project in like 4th grade.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do
yeah.
not.
This is my nephew's.
Oh, maybe you should have it.
This is what I was talking about. But
Oh,
like people
I'm
would just
sorry.
put a platform. They made like a whole like house and city around their shoe and stuff.
Oh,
Got
wow.
really creative, super duper creative, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was cool.
And
Um,
is that still open for people to submit to?
it actually closed yesterday. It
Oh, okay.
closed
So, all
yesterday. It's okay.
right, all right.
But you can still keep an eye out for the new video and the old videos on our YouTube and in our it's the old videos in our YouTube for 2019.
Yeah.
And we'll just keep an eye out. We're gonna do another presentation of that in our walk entertainment on the 10th. And by presentation, it's more fun than the word presentation sounds.
Okay. Right. It'll be exciting. I'm super excited
Right.
to see the shoes. So that will be part of that walk. What else can people look forward to on the actual day?
On the actual day, we'll be offering entertainment from people in our NAMI community. That's another thing. If you know someone who has some kind of talent that is appropriate for the community, I gotta say, is singing, juggling, poetry, anything like that, go ahead and send me a message, Galimba at namisantaclara.org. And we'll have that going on. We're going to have testimonials from local heroes, mental health advocates, people on our committee, people from our board, just to talk about why NAMI is important, why they personally like working with NAMI. And we're trying to get words from our sponsors too. We're gathering those. Activities and exercises. Yeah, I want to do that. Rovina, our executive director, she wants to bake cookies. And now that I said it on camera, she has to.
Right.
And I want to get some, some more exercise things things on board. I really want to get like a self-defense class or something real quick.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah, something
I
you can
think
do
that'd
at
be really fun.
home.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
like a meditation course too, but
Yeah. Yoga, meditation.
right.
For sure. So it kind of still is related to, exercising and 5K and things like that. Okay, that all sounds super exciting. I think one thing that we haven't talked about yet is why really should people join NAMI Walks? What does it do for NAMI in terms of helping us spread awareness, fundraising, advocacy, etc.?
Those three things. So fundraising, advocacy, breaking the stigma, spreading awareness. That is why. But you've I'm sure you've heard, everyone back home have heard, now more than ever. I'm gonna go ahead and use that again. Like, now more than ever, this is the time, because we're so uncertain and people are so confused on what to do. Like, for me personally, when I first got introduced to NAMI was during COVID, because I had just graduated, so I didn't have counseling anymore. And as soon as shelter in place started, it was like, okay, where's my escape? I can't go to my friend's house. I can't go to the gym. I was losing all my outlets, and I was panicking. I was in the I had just gotten laid off, and so a friend recommended NAMI, and I hit them up. I was like, hey, I don't have counseling and I don't have good insurance. Can you help me, please? And they were really quick, and it didn't feel like I didn't feel like I was with talking to a bot. I was talking to a person. Like, even over email, it felt like I was talking to a person, And I've been seeing, through their recommendation, I've been seeing the same therapist for about 2 months now. It's way better. And then lo and behold, I started working for NAMI, and it kind of all just fell into the same place. And that's why I think people should be involved in getting to know NAMI Walks and getting to know this event, because you can get the help you need as easy as just like, hey, calling the warm line, calling the warm line, and reaching out to us. There's so many more programs and everything that I could shout. More plugs, more plugs. The connection. I've been working with the connection group and the family to family and familia to familia, and the provider course, which you could find on our website, and just learning about everything that we have to offer. One thing I really like about NAMI is we don't focus just on the individual. We focus on the family and everyone, everyone affected by mental illness, not just the single individual.
Yeah.
And that's something I haven't heard touched up in other places. And not even just an emotion and support basis. I'd say that even for the sponsor's perspective, for the organization's perspective, and the family perspective, joining NAMI Walks is a bonding opportunity. Like, a lot of our sponsors, they make they make teams based off of, whatever team they have. I know Harold has his El Camino health team, and
Oh,
I look through all of our old photos looking for things to post, and he always has this big old sign that says El Camino health team. And it's just a great opportunity, and even that is what introduces people to NAMI in the first place. Building this team. Hey, do you want to join my team? What's like? Oh, it's for NAMI. What's NAMI? And then we get it in that way. There's
yeah.
so much to choose from, and I didn't pay for any of it, so cool.
Right. And actually, it's the first time I ever heard your story and your journey of how you came to NAMI. And I find it to be really inspirational because, it was a friend who introduced you to NAMI. And I think so many of us, we might not realize the impact that we have on our friends. And while we know NAMI, I'm sure if you're listening to this podcast, you now know NAMI. And I think by just following us, resharing anything, attending the NAMIWalks, and also getting your friends to come, you never know the impact that you could have on someone's life and the journey ahead of them. So yeah, it's like doing something good for the community, but also having so much fun with it. So why not? Right.
Well put, man.
Yeah. And as our final question, what is something that you want to leave with our listeners today?
For sure. I would say that we could gain a lot from diversifying the type of entertainment and the type of content that we digest. Like, not even what we watch on TV, but what we listen to on the radio. There's so many things to learn. What we follow on Instagram and social media, there's so many forms of new education. And as long as we keep learning, and as long as we keep learning how to cope and handle our own struggles, what's going on, and learning about our resources, then I think we feel a lot better, especially right now. And we have the time to, I'm not gonna watch The Office for my 7th run. Like I can watch a documentary or two, and documentaries have gotten way better. And yeah, just keep learning, diversify your entertainment. It's not all fun. We could all learn a little, and we could learn a lot from each other. And if you see something that you liked, then share it. Share it on your story. Hey guys, I thought this article was cool. I thought this documentary was cool. I thought this one post from NAMI about anxiety and affirmations was super cool. I think you guys should look at it. And yeah. Oh, and if, again, I just want to say, if you do see multilingual, multicultural content on social media, please send them over, DM us. It'll go straight to me. It'll go straight to you two. And I would love to make our socials look all inclusive. Mental health is not for some. Mental health is for all. There we go.
There we go. Let's end with that note. So to all of our listeners, if you're interested in joining the cause and taking part in NAMIWalks Silicon Valley, please check out the website namiwalks.org/Silicon Valley. And this website has all of the information about the 5K that you need, and you can find buttons on there to either register or donate money to our cause. And that website will be in the description below. We also have a link tree that will be also put in the description below, and that has all of the links to everything that we talked about in today's podcast. So as always, please make sure to follow NAMI Santa Clara County on our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn to get updates. You've heard about the type of things that we post today, and that should be enough of an incentive. So go there right now and subscribe to our Spotify, iTunes, or YouTube channel to listen to future episodes. All right. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much to Kyle for being here. You were an awesome guest.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, do you want to introduce your mug that you have right there really quick?
Oh, for sure. Oh, so this is a present. It's a rabbit. It says "Some bunny loves you" in the inside.
Okay.
This is my at-home mug.
All right. Do you want to cheers? Woo.
Cheers.
All right. See you guys later.